Hi, this is Ri. Welcome back to my channel. In my last couple videos, I talk about the expenses needed when moving into an apartment in Japan. If you missed the videos, here they are. I'll post it right here. Today will be the last video about the expenses needed, so here we go. First is broker's fee. What is this? It is a very common fee in Japan. You mostly likely have to pay for it. It is a fee paid to the real estate agent or the broker to help you look for the right apartment and to help you do all the paperwork. Usually it costs about 1 month's rent or half a month sometimes. 1 month is a lot. Is there any way to avoid paying for this fee? The answer is yes. Here are 2 ways that you can avoid paying for the fee. First is simply look for a real estate agent that does not charge the fee. This is not very common in Japan, but it is slowly increasing because the industry has become more competitive. Second is to sign a lease directly with the management company or the landlord. In this case, you have to look for the apartment online and to make sure that you look at the right website. You have to also do all the work by yourself. For example, look for the room tour, and prepare necessary documents, and to sign the lease, of course. If this is your first time moving to Japan, I would suggest using a real estate agent since you're not that familiar with the country. But if you have confidence in yourself and you have confidence in your Japanese, go ahead and try it yourself to save money. Second, guarantee service. In Japan, besides credit check, they also require you to have a person to guarantee you in a lease. They want someone to guarantee that you are a creditable person and to pay for your overdue rent if there's any. Many property management companies and landlords, they prefer someone who has a stable job and who has a fairly well income, and most of the time Japanese. Even for Japanese locals, it's hard for them to have someone to be their guarantor, because being a guarantor is a huge responsibility. Being a guarantor has the same responsibility as the person in the contract, so they have to pay for the rent if the person in the contract doesn't pay. As a foreigner, it's even harder for us to find a Japanese person to guarantee us. In this case, we can use a guarantee service. A guarantee service is with a certain amount of fee, they act as our guarantor in a lease. You will not need to have a Japanese person to guarantee you. All you need is to have an emergency contact such as your parents, your siblings, or your friends. Guarantor companies are creditable companies and are trusted by many property management companies. In fact, management companies prefer their tenants to use a guarantee service instead of having a personal guarantor. As for the fee, it depends on the plan or the service that you use. I would say it's about 50% of your rent, sometimes more or less. There's no set rule on how much they can charge you, so if the amount is within a reasonable range, I think it should be fine. Lastly, other random fees. Depending on the property management company, they do charge you or they don't. The first one is cleaning fee. Usually, they charge you a fee to clean the room and to sanitize the room. You usually pay for it before you move in or when you move out, or sometimes both. The second one is key exchange fee. As it is written, it is the fee to change the key and the lock. For security reasons, they usually charge you this fee because what if the previous tenant holds the same key and break into your house? That's all for the expenses needed when moving into an apartment in Japan. Let us review them. Deposit, key money, rent in advance, insurance, tenant support center, broker's fee, guarantee service, cleaning, and key exchange money. If you have any questions, leave a comment below. If you find this video helpful, push the like button and subscribe. Thank you. Bye bye.